I can take my outside foot and just chop down, but Connor will tell you his knee's in danger right there, which is the whole point, so you don't break your knee. Don't go all the way down. Don't make it weird. Always feel that? So right here, Connor's leg is completely jacked up. This is an ACL reconstruction surgery about to happen. And it's this heel that's sticking up in the air that we really want in no-gi attacks, because Connor can't backstep out of this. All that pressure is going to go into his knee ligaments as I pop this over. It's a bad, bad injury. So this is highly illegal in the gi, and never, it's actually like, you should never heel hook in the gi. I don't know, I think it's just a traditional thing, to be honest. But so in the gi, we typically turn that way towards the door and hit a sweep here, which again leads to an outside heel hook, or more conventionally, a straight ankle lock. White belts are allowed to do this one, the straight ankle lock. Ooh, just finish it here. Because there's nothing rotating, there's no permanent damage to his knee. His foot will break, but it'll heal in a few weeks. The knee will require surgery, and it's invasive surgery with a lot of rehab. So for the fun of jiu-jitsu, it's forbidden. So we have two options. You go that way or that way. So it's like we're training in the dojo with our friends, or the tournament with people who are brothers and sisters in jiu-jitsu. We go that way. Liquor store, wedding, something where people are getting out of hand, pro MMA fight. We're going to go this way. All right, so next, Connor's going to hit his hula hoop here. He's going to clear my foot. I'm going to go to X. My bottom foot's going to drop, and all the sweep here, so look, I'm already lacing around his ankle with my arm. Bottom foot drops down, and the whole sweep happens right here. As I push this away, I catch. This knee is going to come underneath, and I'm going to pinch right here and try to finish this. Or, better yet, my foot's going to come over top and stomp on his hip here. Now when I try to finish this, I drop down to my shoulder, and I go, look, Connor's hips are mobile. He can turn. And when he turns, I'm going to sit up here into a seated straight ankle lock. So here, hula hoops. I hit the sweep. I come over. I finish the ankle lock. If I don't get it because he turns to rotate, I just sit up with him here. And the little detail is, look, I can be straight with it, but I don't know if you can see it, but Connor's foot turning and twisting, that's actually what I want. So his foot's here, twisting, and going back, like a toe hold. It's not just this. This is going to work. You do that, but this is better. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So when you feel that in your armpit, know that you can go straight, but it's better to go here. You feel the difference? Yeah. Of course you do. Here. Right away, I lace his leg. I sweep him down. I stomp over the hip. I want the finish here. He turns with me. I come all the way up. So I'm right on his Achilles tendon. I'm not down here. See where his foot is up high? No. Here. Just barely in. Then I can hip in. Make sense? All right. 1, 2. Honestly, he should not be able to just pry my foot off here. If he tries, he should not be able to do that. He shouldn't be able to move it. If my legs are apart, it's an easy thing for him to push my feet off to the side. So when you guys are up here, your butt is up in the air, and your knees are not wide apart. They're all pinching in tight on your partner here. So I want you guys to check this and make sure that they can't just pull your foot off. They should not be able to do that. We're here, we're good. When he hula hoops, which changes the angle, see, now he creates space. Now he can push the foot here straight away. The next thing is, look, here, his Achilles tendon is way down here. So the first adjustment I'm going to make is move down towards his heel. So now it's like only his heel has stopped it. He feels the difference already. He's like, there's a submission coming on already. From here, my right knee is wedged underneath. Look, I'm still in the X guard. Stand back up. Some of you you're here, and then your knee is coming here. And then you hit your sweep, and your knee is on top. And now you have to, that's not going to happen. Somebody's going to get up on top. So when you're doing your X guard, your knee is behind him here, and it's blocking. When I lower, push, look, it's already in place. I don't need to make any adjustments. This is the adjustment I make. My arm comes down into his heel. If I'm up on my elbow, you're not gonna finish most people here. Down here though, a very different experience for your partner. So next, I stomp on the hip, I go to the finish, he turns. As he turns, I come up. Right here, boom. Like a dragon from the sea. Sorry. I was really enjoying my AI art generated visual I had for that dragon coming out of the sea with a footlock intact. Boom. Stir. Here, finishing. I lace the leg. I'm on it tight. I'm waiting. I'm trying to sweep him that way. He says no. Hula hoops. That makes sense? Just a couple little tweaks for your last few reps. All right, 1, 2. Meter, right. So if you can all see this, what's going on? This is kind of cool for Ricky Dragon Steamboat.
Sorry.
So,
Let me just get through. Sorry.
So some of you who are having trouble with the finish, it's because you're trying to finish with a flat part of your forearm here. You can still do this, but it's like way too much work. If I turned that way, like you can get the tap just right there, because this is so much sharper. All the pressure goes into this little blade instead of being distributed across the entire flat part. So this, now I have to break his foot like by bending his toes back. I'll get there, but this is way more efficient, right? Because now I can still go back, but he already tapped, so we're not going to. So when you guys are trying to get this finish, if you're here, and look, if you're all the way in here, it's even worse, because you have muscle on top of your forearm, and we don't want that. Here, here, right? This is not, I mean, it's gonna work, but you gotta work for it. Way more efficient up here.
Is there any chance he can get his foot out?
Good question. Connor, get your foot up. Yeah, there's so much pressure there. When it's in, it's like Chris and Josh were saying earlier from the single leg X, we're here. If you're here with it on the elbow, he's safe. He's not safe anymore, right? Now my weight is just compressing his foot. Pull your foot out. Look, his hand is like, he just wants it out. He wants it to be over. It's an easy thing for me to finish from here. Whereas if I'm up here, I feel weird. Like it's hard.
That's still very
Just here, right? Hips are up in the air. All the weight is on this. Like my hips, you could put a small dog in. It's a weird analogy. I don't know. But blade again. If it's like this, he's actually going to survive a lot longer than he deserves to. If I go here, he's already tapping before I start the application, even without the grips. You can finish it one-handed. Put your other hand on the mat. So a lot of little nuances for finishing the straight ankle, but huge differences. If you try, it's just like the triangle we did. You get all 5 things right, it comes on quick. If you're missing 1 or 2, they have escape windows. Right? And this isn't complete, man. Like, I'm just an intermediate guy. When my coach does this stuff to me, man, he's got like 10 things that he does, and it feels way worse than mine. So keep that in mind. Just keep looking for things. Keep exploring. All right, 1, 2.